Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a wonderful December. I know I have not been putting out very much content, but my gosh, with 3 kids right now, today is the first week of December. We have 4 birthday parties between my 3 kids' friends over the next week. We are hosting our annual Christmas party. I have been here and there and everywhere at the kids' school. Yesterday alone, I had to go pick up my 3 kids an hour and a half apart at school for this club or that club or this musical rehearsal. So it's a busy season. I love it. I was so excited to enter this season of life, you know, when I had toddlers, and now that I'm in it, I'm trying to embrace the crazy. And that just means some things have had to go on the back burner, which has been YouTube. But I do love being here. I love this community. I have a collaboration coming up more towards the end of this month. So today is kind of going to be a hodgepodge. I hope you guys don't mind. I did not get around to doing a what sold video for November. I had an okay November, but it was at the end of the month where I really decided to kind of shift my reselling strategy, because I'm sure, like me, those of you that are not like 100% full-time resellers where you are listing 25 plus items a day, I have friends that do that. They are still doing well. People like me who don't list every single day, who this is very much part-time-ish, sales have not been so great. So I have done a pivot and it's bringing me joy. I'm making money, and we're gonna go over some of that today. I'm going to show you, I have not been filming all of my trips here and there when it comes to reselling, but I have decided to shift my business model more to a buy-sell trade. Going to the bins, I get a lot of free stuff from various people in my family, and oftentimes they're like, some of it's junk, and I say, it's fine, I don't mind donating it. So I took a trip to the 3 buy-sell trade stores that I do on this channel: Plato's, Style Encore, and Once Upon a Child. I also do Clothes Mentor sometimes, but I only do that now and then because it's the furthest away from me. So if you watched maybe my last video, the one before, I show you guys, this is the stuff for Plato's from the bins that's gonna go. I think moving forward, I will show you guys the things that are going to the bins, from the bins to the buy-sell trade store, and I will show you what they took and exactly how much I made, because like today, I'm gonna tell you, they took all of the things from my last bins haul. But here we are several weeks later. Maybe you don't remember and you'd like to see, you can leave me some feedback. I think you would like to see exactly what it was that I took them and how much I'm making. So my dog, it's always a dog doing something. So anyway, I have been taking things from the bins and from various places, my own house, my own closet. I am not done with my death pile diaries, though I am getting very close. I will have a couple more of those videos out before the end of the year, but just purging my inventory. And honestly, if it's not brand new with the tags, something that I'm really excited to list, which I love to list shoes, or a very cool brand, it just needs to go to the buy-sell trade store, because unfortunately a lot of my sales have been around like that $10 to $15 mark. And for the time it takes to, you guys know, do all the things, I am finding that's not worth it for me. So come the new year, we will be purging my inventory. I will be going through, taking stuff out, taking it to the buy-sell trade store. So that was a long intro, but what I'd like to do first is we're just kind of skipping over November. It was okay. I had some pretty great sales. I had a couple over $100 sales. Those were great. But I'd like to share with you some of the things that I sold the first week of December, since we are, it's still relevant. This is what's selling right now. And even looking at these things, it kind of does show me, these are like newer things that I have picked up. I sold this Lily Pulitzer fin top. It was Texas themed, but it was brand new with the tags. It came from Style Encore. They had it priced at $20, but this is something where I took them like 5 bins items and I traded for this one piece that sold within 48 hours of listing. So that's kind of what my goal is moving forward. So, I didn't have $20 into it. You know what I mean? So that was great. To me, that was a wonderful $32 net profit on that sale. And then, all right, the next one was a pair of Fear of God sweatpants. This I got at a Child's, one of those reselling events that happens. It goes around the country, and moms or dads at home tag their items and take them. But these were a men's. I had $12.25 into them. Here they are. They sold the same day I listed them for my full asking price of $45 on Poshmark. So that was great. I did finally have my first curtsy sale. I have a toggle turned on where I'm not doing any work on that platform. Every time I list things on Poshmark, it like doesn't auto update and it auto delists anything that's taken from my Poshmark. So it's great. It's just another, if I make a sale, cool. I sold this Christopher Banks vintage Christmas tree sweater that I got over the summer. Here it is. It's really cool. I had $1 into it from a local church sale and it sold for $28. So that was a pretty good sale. This is the kind of item I feel like sells on places like Curtsy and Depop. I know some people sell lots of things there, but I was happy. It was a very easy process. I do not have free shipping turned on there, so I just had to print a label that they provided me and put it in my mailbox. It was great. All right, another thing, super fast seller. So these things I'm sharing with you, I'm not showing all of them. You don't care about my $10 little sale, whatever. These are things that I have picked up like recently. Not that sweater, but it's Christmas time, right? Like these Hannah Anderson pajamas. It's a brand I've talked about all the time on the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Amanda. I love selling kids clothes, hiring kids clothes too. Hannah Anderson Christmas pajamas. These came from a local Once Upon a Child very recently. $6.50 into them. But again, this is the strategy that I'm doing. I took bins items to Once Upon a Child and did a trade. And so, I have like what I'll show you for my Style Encore haul, for example. I had $5 of my own money into it and I brought home over $50 worth of merchandise because of the trade-in credit that I got. So these sold for $25 on Poshmark, my full asking price the day after I listed. Obviously they had a sibling matching set. And so I will continue to list even used condition Hannah Anderson pajamas. That's one that I won't take to the buy sell trade store. All right, the brand Play, Plae. I sold 2 pairs within 24 hours of listing. So again, this is also a brand. I picked up both of these pairs at Once Upon a Child. One sold on Mercari, one sold on Poshmark. Once I had $4 into each of them, I literally listed them and they sold within the next day. So Mercari is still alive and well if you're willing to cross list. Very slow and few and far between, but I still do make sales there. This pair sold for $20 on Poshmark. And this pair sold for $21 on Mercari. And both of my daughters actually wore these. They originally came from Once Upon a Child. We wore them and they're on their way. So this is a brand also to know, even if they're in beat up condition, these shoes are indestructible. I will always pick them up if they are $5 or under. Finding them at the bins is of course ideal. Another Hannah Anderson pajama sold for me. We don't need to show, it was another Christmas thing. That one sold for $18. And let's see. The last one I'll show you just because I didn't really plan this video through. This was a fantastic sale. Again, like when I am going to the buy sell trade stores now, I'm really focused on what's gonna sell quickly, or if it's not gonna sell quickly, is it gonna sell for a lot? Some of the higher end items or harder, things people aren't really seeking after are gonna take longer, but I know the brand Soma, it's expensive. This was a Christmas pajama set. I had $12 into it from Clothes Mentor. So again, that's where I trade my bins items. So no money was actually exchanged other than the few dollars I had into the things that they took from me. They sold on eBay for my full asking price of $64. That was the item price plus shipping. So even if I had paid the $12 cash, I would have walked away with a $35 profit. So it pays to know the brands. It pays, in my opinion, to watch what sold videos. I learned about the brand Soma from YouTube because I'm not wearing like fancy pajamas like that, although they felt amazing and I kind of wanted to keep them. So moving on, I am going to jump back in time to yesterday and take you guys with me to the 3 buy sell trade stores. I did not do any filming. I don't think, maybe in Plato's I filmed one thing. Once Upon a Child, I filmed the teeniest bit, but I took the bins items. If you watched my last bins haul, they didn't take all the toys and stuff at the first Once Upon a Child. This store did. So we're gonna jump back in time. I'm gonna show you the footage from there. And then I decided to stop by a Goodwill. Spoiler alert, I bought nothing. And it was just such a wonderful reminder of seeing the way that they are pricing things and how much I do love the bins, it was right next door to where I was. So let's jump it back in time and I'll come back and we'll do a haul and I will show you up close and talk a little bit more about the items that I did pick up. All right, here's bin number one. It is the toys that they did not take that I got at the bins. We've got some shoes from my own kids' closet and then just some random leftover clothes from the bins, throw-out boxes, all the things. I'm hoping for, I like to play a little game, $20 would be fantastic. Starting in Style Encore, look at this website. I have posted their current for sale sweaters, $200, $300 plus dollars. This was a major score. I'll talk more about it a little later. Also, this cardigan, look at this website. This cardigan also retailed alone for over $100. You could have purchased the matching dress on the website, but again, a brand that they do not know, and that's exactly what I am hunting for. We're gonna pop over to the dresses. This felt super quality, and I was shocked when I looked up this website. Their mini dresses retail for $400 and $500 plus. The maxi dresses are $600, $700. This dress was just stunning. I can't wait to show you more. This felt quality, Paul and Joe, but upon looking up comps, it just was not as exciting, and they had it priced a little bit higher, probably just because it was aesthetically cute. But this next one, I also felt quality. It was the brand Lake, which this is the only one I had heard of before. So I knew this was definitely going to be a win because they also had it priced pretty reasonably. And we will show it up a little closer here in a minute. This was the brand Amati. I did check comps on Poshmark. This is a brand sold at Anthropologie. They had some listed as low as $8, sold comps around $20. They had this one priced up at $27, so obviously they knew that brand. Just showing you this Jessica Simpson dress, I believe, was also priced over $20. So it's just crazy when you see what I actually came home with, $15. Next, I headed over to the blazers. I really thought about this J. Crew, new with the tags. However, I did check comps. It was only a size 0. Wasn't worth it. Now, this was a cool find. This was Maj. I know that's not how you say it. Had a real tag at $24. Unfortunately, because of the tiny size, I did a lot of comping. It just was not going to be worth it. This is next door over at Plato's. This is the only item I ended up picking up. I will show a closer up later, but I spent about an hour searching through all the things and kind of struck out. And lastly, here's a little snippet of the one thing I picked up at Once Upon a Child. We are now in Goodwill, and I always start at the shoes. They happen to be at the front of the store here. I knew this was going to be a day. $12. These type of Tevas, they always sell around the $25 mark, but $12 was just too much. So I knew I was going to have to really hunt, just like in the buy-sell trade stores, but it became quickly obvious to me. We've got Dollar Tree. I need some of these tablecloths, $1.99. Not it. I did really consider this Billabong dress. If it was a bigger size, it wasn't a dress, it was a romper. But sold comps just weren't there, and I just realized they are really overpricing things. I gave it a 45-minute solid effort. Okay, so Once Upon a Child, I actually did not spend much time shopping in there. You know, I would have found a few things, but I did pick up this one pair of ballet shoes. They're the brand Sodanka, which is this is the brand that my dance studio recommends, and for the recitals and stuff, they want you to have this brand so the colors match. Anyway, these were $2.50 leather ballet shoes in my daughter's, like the size she's going to need by the time the recital gets here. A little wet cloth will clean them up perfect. What a find. So in the car, I said, I couldn't have planned this better. And this is not the first time this has happened, but I said, I really hope to make $20. You guys, I made $20.18, which was fantastic. I then, of course, did do a trade for these shoes, so I walked out with like $17 and change, which was fantastic. Now, this is where I go. They have all three of these stores, the Style Encore, Plato's, and Once Upon a Child, all in the same parking lot. So today I had decided I was going to spend most of my time at Style Encore because it's a little chilly here in Florida. Maybe not for where you live, but for us, it is cold. And I need a couple new sweaters for myself. So I was looking for, of course, things to flip. Now, at this Style Encore, as you maybe saw in the footage, the average price for items, I would say, is like $16 to $18, but that's for even a Gap sweater or whatever the case. That's why my average, what I earn from them is like around like $3 per piece. So when I am going through, I am touching every item because, you know, if you've been reselling long enough, you can just feel quality, especially now with so much of the things in the buy-sell trade stores, especially Plato's, being fast fashion. You can just feel it. Plato's, I took 3 pieces from my latest bins haul, and there was a couple other random items that I'd gotten for free. Like there was a pair of Time and True Walmart flip-flops that were brand new. They took those. They took a denim skirt that I originally got from them during their 90% off sale. So I had like 50 cents. I showed you that video. They took that back, and then they took the 3 pieces I got from the bins. You guys, there were 3 like t-shirts, a pair of men's board shorts, and 2 t-shirts. And I got $15. So that's fantastic. I maybe had like $3 into those items when you do by weight. All I got from Plato's this day was this Pura Vida, which I didn't even know they made clothes. They make those really cute bracelets, this pullover lightweight hoodie that I'm going to save for my daughter's birthday because she has enough Christmas gifts, and it's just gonna go in the tote where I keep things. I think she'll think that's really cute. All right, now Style Encore. This is where I really affirm to myself that I kind of know what I'm doing when it comes to the buy-sell trade store. I take the time to look and see the brands. My store loves Banana Republic, Loft, and Taylor. I know if I find those things at the bins are going to buy them. So I had a handful of pieces. I think I counted 9 pieces that were from my last bins haul. And then, you know, I'm continuously leaving stuff in these bins, things that I'm like, they'll take it next time. And they ended up taking 12 total pieces, and they gave me $53.52. Now those 9 items from the bins, let's say I had $10 into them, which I didn't. They were like lightweight, like Loft t-shirts and blouses, and they were not heavy items. Our bins are $1.94 per pound. So it just kind of worked out this way. I had a wonderful cashier. I had a $5 off coupon. And then I also what else did I have? Oh, they had sent me a text because I hadn't been in 2 weeks. Buy one item, get one for 50% off. I couldn't use them both in the same transaction. So she said, just keep one item aside and I'll give you $5 off of that one. So that was very nice of her to offer. So I did that, but as she was ringing me up, she goes, oh, you're doing a trade. This made me so happy. All of these stores are independently owned, and they do a new thing now where if you're doing a trade, you get 15% off of your entire purchase, which is fantastic. You don't have to save up points for that, which is how most of the other stores, like a Once Upon a Child I go to, does that. So I got 15% off, which I was not expecting. And then I got my buy one, get one 50% off, and she did it on the most expensive item, which was $15. And so my total for purchase was $55.10. So for these 5 items, I had to pay $1.69. And then she said, yes, doing this purchase gave you extra points. She was so excited for me and actually pushed me to having a $10 off coupon instead of $5 off. So the last item I'll show you, I actually got $10 off, which was great. So all in all, I walked in there with, I'm just gonna round it up, but I'm going to try to, in the future, like I said, I'm going to keep better track of what exactly I'm taking and weighing my bins before I go there, so I'll know exactly what I had into the items. So make sure you subscribe, stick around. My videos are gonna hopefully be more consistent and more like concise and have better accurate numbers for you come the new year. That's my plan. And anyway, you already saw these items. I don't know how much I might have talked about them because I haven't done the editing part when you're seeing this part yet. But this first item, for example, I went through the dresses and I just felt this. I knew it was a Swiss dot. This felt so good. And the brand was Lake. And I had heard of this brand. I knew it was a good brand. But this is the key to shopping buy-sell trade stores. You have to look for the brands that are not in their system. I think every item I got for resale, I got myself a sweater that was, but on the tags, it will just say whatever the item is. Like this just says maxi dress. It does not say Lake on it. You know, there's no way for these stores to have every brand in their system, right? So they just price it their standard price. Well, their standard price for maxi dresses is $15. So that was such a steal. you will have seen what the retail price is. It's crazy. Now this one isn't new with tags, but it is in excellent condition. I kind of want to try this on, even though these days I don't really like my arms showing and things. I don't know. I'm just in a weird spot in my life right now where I probably drink too much coffee and wine and then do not exercise enough. But that's another story for another day. This is the exact kind of thing that I want to do. I want to go in there. I want to take them, some things I find at the bins for a couple dollars, walk out with not paying anything out of pocket for this item that I can probably list. Like I said, I don't remember exactly, but some of these pieces I will be able to list for over $100. So that's what I'm looking for. Now, of course, if I find things less than that, I'm not looking at it as, oh, I want to find things I can only list for $50 or only list for $100. That's not the business model I'm going for. It's more the things that are gonna sell, either sell super fast, that sort of thing. Okay, this next one, same thing. As I was going through the sweaters, this felt quality, but you have to have time to check comps and do your research. Because at first glance, this tag looks like what I call an Amazon cheapie, because it's in another language. It's LICHI, but if you look closely, it says design in Germany. So I knew I needed to pause, and even this type of hanger and the tag just right off the bat before you turn it over, this to me looked like it could have been from like a Shein type deal, but I knew it felt good. So upon further looking, the brand is Lychee. I know I'm not saying that right, LICHI. It is a cardigan, light blue. It's viscose nylon and polyester, but there was a website on here. So I went to the website and holy moly, this is a cardigan, and they have a matching dress, like it doesn't come together. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be listing this for, but again, it's one of these, to me, this is quiet luxury. This is beautiful. If you were to wear this, I doubt anybody would know where this brand was from. The buttons are so beautiful, but it's a fabulous piece. And again, they had this marked at $14. That is their standard sweater price. And I'm pretty sure I almost bought a couple other like Gap or Old Navy sweaters for myself that were marked for the same price, that were not new with tags. So I'm just sharing this strategy because maybe like me, you just got some inventory you've got to clean out. I've got totes that I know are filled with Ann Taylor and Loft. And is there a market for that online? Sorry, it's a little dark. Yes, but for someone like me that I really just need to clean out and start fresh, I'm starting to feel very overwhelmed with just the amount of stuff in my house, and my kids making messes, and it's fine. I know that that's not forever, but anyway, hopefully this strategy will help somebody out there. I know I have a friend, Kelly Schaffner, love her. She will be part of the collaboration I'm doing. She never used to do buy sell trades stores until she saw my videos. So I love that. I love that I'm able to help some people out there. All right, this, again, same thing. Felt super quality. When the tags are tacked on like this, do a second glance. It's not always gonna be the case, but this one happened to have a price tag on it for $206. It is the brand Lisa Todd. And maybe you've heard of some of these. I'm wearing a Hanes sweatshirt that came in a fun box 3 years ago. Like this is, so I'd never heard of Lisa Todd, but I'm like, well, that kind of retail price, let me still just check it. These cardigans are selling for around $75 if I'm remembering correctly, but it's beautiful. It has, you guys know I am a Lily lover, so if this was a large, it would probably be mine, but I would not be sad to keep this. Like, look at the detailing. I don't think I showed you on the front up here. I love this, and it's got, the buttons are kind of hidden, but they used that beautiful same neon colored. I love everything about this. And did I ever tell you $14? So that's just their standard sweater pricing. So I was in there for probably 2 hours, but I went through almost every rack. Well, I didn't look at activewear this day, but paid off. Okay, this one, here's an example of something. I'm gonna try this on. It is a Loft piece. And now, I'm not knocking Loft. Loft is expensive. This was a $75 cardigan. The reason I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it, I think it's got some wool in it. I do not like the feeling of wool. This is cotton, polyester, acrylic. I guess this one's not wool. it feels like wool. But it's from 5 of 22. It is new with the tags, and this one was only $13. So as you can see, I mean, a $75 price tag compared to a $200 price tag. The other one, the blue one, was even more, but priced the same. So that's what I'm saying, that I'm looking for more like the obscure brands. So I just thought this was adorable. Kind of gave me Taylor Swift vibes with this little, just the whole deal. So I was gonna try this on, but feeling it, I don't think I am. So this is definitely gonna get listed. But that was another thing. Now this, I went through all the dresses. My arm, I showed you some footage. My arms were so tired because of, they have so many, and you know, it's just a whole thing. Anybody else, like, I hate when thrift stores have that awkward height where you either have to crouch down and then my thighs get to burning, and then I go up and down working it out. But anyway, okay, I felt this dress. I'm like, wow, this feels so nice. And then I saw that it was ball mason jars, and I do a lot of scratch cooking, and I'm like, I have to have this. So it has got this beautiful hemline where it's like a little bit of a high-low, not too much. And I knew it was quality. Let me see the brands, okay? And I couldn't find the brand at first because it's over to the side. Another one that to me, at first glance, you might just go right by this. The brand is KLEID, Clyde, for her, but it's tacked on. It's a size medium. They wanted $15 because that's the normal price. But I'm like, man, this dress just feels quality. It's fully lined. And so you guys saw where I looked it up, and this is not a cheap dress. So it is 85% polyester, 15% cotton. This one also had a website on it, which I went to. So it's only a medium, and it has a zipper. So I don't think it would fit me. I might have to try it on though, just because, oh my gosh, I love the print. You guys know hot pink, this is my jam, but another beautiful piece that I'm excited to take pictures of, sort of. It's a little long, so it'll have to be cropped a bit, but I was happy to find this and hopefully give it a new home. Okay, so that was my first transaction. Those 5 pieces are what came out to $55.10, and I ended up swiping my card. I even told her, I'm so sorry, I don't have cash. Can I use? She let me pay with my card for $1.69 out of pocket. And so like I said, we're just gonna roll with $10, though I know that's over it. But so let's say I had $11 out of pocket for these 5 items. That's what a steal. So, and the bins, with the way my Goodwill is pricing, which you guys already saw that footage, I'm going to continue shopping the bins because these items are going to continue making it there. The last piece is this. I'm so excited. A Patagonia, I think, is this a better sweater? No, this is a Cinchilla T-Snap pullover. It is a women's large, and I actually don't own one. I have sold a lot of these. Again, I'm here in Orlando, Florida. We don't find Patagonia that often. It's just not something that we need, but I love it. And these colors, again, they're very lily, very neon. I'm gonna try this on. Otherwise, it will go in my shop. I really sell these for like around $45 to $55, depending on the color. Some colors, of course, definitely always look them up before pricing them, especially the patterns. You might have a gem. I listed one the other day that's only an extra small, even has a flaw, and I listed it for maybe like $75 or $80 because it's a hard to find color. But they had this marked at $22 because this is a brand that they know. But I got $10 off. Where's my coupon? Because I had racked up points. So that's the thing, by constantly going to these stores, you're racking up points for, always sign up for the text too, because I did, those dresses, they were $15, the lake dress and that mason jar dress, but I only paid $7.50 for one of them because I had a coupon, buy one, get one for 50% off. So anyway, this $22 item, I only had to pay $12 for, because I had a $10 coupon. So I paid $12.78 for this, which I am going to try on for myself, and it might be mine for even a little while for this, maybe for this, our winter season here. So that is my strategy. It's what's working for me right now. I am going to film for you guys. My bins are kind of empty. My 3 bins have a little bit, but I am going to film probably today to get it out sooner than later. One of my, what I was calling Death Pile Diaries videos, where I'm just going to go pull 2 random tubs. No, maybe just 1. Let's not be that much of an overachiever. I don't have that much time, but I'm gonna pull a tub from my garage, no clue what's in it. And I'm going to try, like, I wanna take most of it to the buy sell trade store and take you guys with me. And let's just get this stuff out of my house. Let's start the new year back to zero. I don't know if I'll get there, but I'm surely gonna give it a good effort. So do you do this for your business? Is this kind of part of your strategy? How are your sales going right now? Yeah, we are just over that first week in December, and I have only made 21 sales. So yikes. But you know what? It's fine. I am grateful for all the sales that I am making, and you know, having 5 items to list for me, that is very doable in my time. Photographing 5 items at the dance studio, which is my second home. I can get them listed real quick. In the morning when I drink my coffee is when I do my cross listing. I use Posture VA, I use List Perfectly. Thank you to those that have been using my code for that, especially this time of year. It's really nice to have, oh wow, somebody used my code and I got a little bit of a kickback from that. So I do appreciate that. Thank you guys for just being awesome. Sending you lots of holiday hugs and a high five or whatever you need, because listen, the holidays are hard. It's not all sugar plums and fairies. I am very stressed out, if I'm being completely honest. I have moments where I just am not okay, but we do it for the children. We do it, it's family. Yeah, we're gonna get through it, and I will see you guys very soon with another video. Thank you so much. Bye guys.